in my ball jar cross stitch, I missed Xing one of the stitches. Can I find it? Oh yeah, right there. Can you see it? If I put it in front of the camera? Yeah, see that guy? Anyway, so I missed crossing that stitch, and I was like, how do I make one stitch? Which that one I could just scooch the thread under the stitches around it and anchor. But then I had some others. Oh, nope. I don't know where they were. Where did I have single stitches? Oh, maybe in the rooster. And anyway, I was like, how do you get a stitch out in the middle of nowhere? So then I watched a YouTube video, and I think I'm doing it right. So I drew a really bad diagram to ask you guys. So what I've been doing is I just come up kind of on the other side of this stitch and then go down and come up on the other side and then go back down over here. And that seems like it anchors it okay. And I think that's correct. So you guys might have to tell me. Anyway, I learned how to do a pin stitch. And it seems to work pretty good. So there's another things I learned this week. Let's get this out of the way. And then I guess this kind of goes with tips and tricks or things I figured out. But my husband was cleaning out his office, and he had just a short file box. And so I was like, well, I could just put my small projects in there. So Cross Stitcher had this little guy in it, and did I show you this? Yeah, I showed you this last week. The Antique Bunnies and Baskets from Shakespeare's Peddler. I love the name of her shop and all of these designs. Like, I just love them so much. So anyway, I'm trying to decide how I want to organize these. Like, do I want to organize them by designer or which one I want to do next? So we'll see. But I thought that was kind of a handy little spot to keep them all. Thus ends our tips and tricks and what I've learned this week. So next, I would like to talk about haul. And as far as I can remember, I only have one. And I actually went and picked it up in the mail this morning. And so I ordered this from Threads Entwined. So I'll put a link at the bottom. The designer is Hands On Design. And I'll also share, I should have shown you this before I tore it. There's cute little swan, washi tape, and a sticker. I appreciate a good sticker. I don't know why. I'm just going to tear it, but I like it. Hands On Design is on Instagram, so I'll put her link down below too if you want to go look at these. She has a lot of fun designs. I'm definitely going to look at getting more of hers. Okay, for the sticker. Actually, I tore the paper, but it's stuck to the sticker. All right, so this is one of her pin cushions and a fob design, and this one is called Came the Spring. Whoa, there we go. Came the Spring. I'm going to take this out so you can see it a little better. She had a Hands On Design, had it on her Instagram the other day, and I saw it, and I just thought, well, first, I really liked the little blackbird pin that was on it, which I don't think is in the set. But then it got me looking at the rest of the pin cushion. So I just think that's so pretty. Little flowers on the bottom. Came the spring in all its splendor, all its birds and all its blossoms, all its flowers and leaves and grasses, by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. We're actually reading a Longfellow poem for school right now. It's about Odin, King Olaf. I can't remember the name of it. This pattern also came with a little bit of wool that you stitch onto the under the house there, like the lawn. So I thought that was kind of nice. All right. There we go. So that's my haul. I guess I had more time to stitch this week and less time to buy. Unlike last week, it was the opposite. All right, I'm going to put this guy back here. And then, oh, I guess I do have one other kind of haul. It's quilting related. I got my American Patchwork and Quilting magazine in the mail. It was a good mail day. There we go. figure out the camera. So anyway, issue 170. There's a lot of, well, I suppose I could make them into smaller projects if I wanted to make a table cover or something like that. There's a lot of full-sized quilts, not full, what would you say? There's a lot of quilt projects in here and not a lot of little things. I was sort of thinking of using, there's an applique Dresden block, and I thought that would make a really pretty table cover for spring. I am not winning with the glare. It's part of a full quilt, but I thought that would make a pretty table cover because I'm just not ready to start another big project. But mostly what I wanted this for is here, I'll just show you the picture. My Here's Looking at You, maybe that was a bad plan, again the glare, wall hanging, which is here, will need some means of being hung, and Pat Sloan has done a couple of like tutorials on making a sleeve, and so I've watched that, but sometimes I like to watch a video but also have written instruction, and so they have written instruction for a sleeve and then also for doing like these little corner pockets that the dowel can be inserted into. So I thought that was really neat, and I hope it was alright to show that. I'll find out for next time if I'm allowed to do that. Anyway, so I thought that would be neat to make out of the magazine. Okay, now we're done with haul. So pretty much as far as my future plans, I'm going to finish the ball jar. I'm going to figure out what I'm doing along the bottom. If anybody has a suggestion, feel free to share. I'm going to continue the Coop Almanac. I want to work on that for at least 15 minutes a day. And then for quilting, I need to cut out block 14 of Home Is, and the new block is coming out Wednesday. Also, side note, I need to buy printer ink. My printer ink is depleted. And then our local stitch shop, Yarn and Honey, she had a frame that you could put your Q-snap into, and it would hold your project. And I keep finding myself like hunched over, like in my chair, like, I don't know, scrunched over my project, and I need to find a solution to that. So I'll post the Facebook link down below of the little frame that she had, and I would love to know if you've used anything like it, or if you have any ideas for me so I don't turn into a hunchback. I'm also going to go in, when I go in to Yarn and Honey, I need to pick up some fabric that I had ordered, and oh, I want to get more bags. Someone had given me these. Do you guys use these? It's sort of messy, but at the same time, I have messier spots where I have thread that don't fit in these bags, and they're just in a thing. And so this, at least, they're not getting tangled, and they're labeled with the numbers so I can find them easily. I don't want to do all the bobbins. I don't know why. I just don't. So I need to get more of those, and I think maybe more rings too, although the bags that I saw before came with a ring. So that's what I'll be doing this week. I have a giveaway. I don't know where that little giveaway is. I would maybe show it to you if I had it handy. Let me look and see if it's still here. It was... Nope, it's not here. You have to watch the last video. I'll remember to have those handy the next time. Well, it's not forever lost, but it's not at hand. So, it was the little Liberty cross stitch. It had the lighthouse, a little strawberry and peas and onion, and a seashell charm. It was very cute. And I would say who it's from, but I can't remember. Lizzie and Kate, is that what they're called? Anyway, so because I have very few subscribers, as I said before, the people who entered the giveaway have a very good chance of winning. So I have this handy dandy little cup here with my entries in it, which I will now draw from. Okay. And the winner is Deborah Stocks. So if you want to get a hold of me, you know what? I don't know how you get a hold of me on YouTube, but I'll try to catch you as well. Or I think I know that you're in my quilting group on Facebook, so I might just message you and we can arrange to have it mailed to you. So congratulations to Deborah Stocks. And then real quick, I was going to wrap up with who I've been watching on YouTube, because I always think it's fun to hear about some of the good stitchers on FlossTube. So first of all, I ran across some different stitchers from the regular format that I'm used to. They do more of the full coverage cross stitching, and they're both men, and not that that matters, but I've been watching a lot of gals, so it's kind of a nice change. So anyway, the first one is Ginger Gerald Stitcher, and I don't know why, but I find myself conversing with him through his videos. He just kind of cracks me up. We were doing a lot of driving this week, and so I listened to his and this next one while I was in the car, and it was amusing to myself and the kids who were in the car. So anyway, we've studied a lot of English history recently, and so when he first came on, I pointed out to the kids that he had this Henry VIII picture in the back, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then as the video went on, he noted that it was cross-stitched, and we were all just sort of in awe. It was impressive. It's a large cross-stitch project, so that was kind of neat. His videos are interesting, and I'll put a link to these down below. The other one was Dizzy Stitcher, who I'm pretty sure is an Australian stitcher. He does a lot of animal full coverage cross-stitch projects, and he's just very friendly, and it's a nice change of pace from some of the others I've been watching. I like to watch Elizabeth Can Stitch. She's very engaging, and does a lot of nice projects. Of course, Lori Holt and the Fat Quarter shop, FlossTube. One that I had seen before and then not really had a chance to watch her videos until this week was Not Forgotten Farm. And she has a lot of neat designs. And then also her mom, who's, I think she said 90 years old, came to live with her, and she's a character. She's very spunky and very, very talented. So I enjoyed watching her. Priscilla and Chelsea stitching with the housewives, they just pack a lot into a short amount of time, and their show really moves along. Plus they have some fun ideas for finishing projects. Mouse Potato Designs. I can't remember if I just really want to watch her videos because I've liked some of her Instagram posts. But I know I've liked some of her Instagram posts, and she's had some neat stuff on there. I don't know why I'm not... Oh, I know why. Because I've just run out of room. I'm going to move you guys over for a second. There. Now I'm going to look over here. Let's see. So, with Quilting Missouri Star, Natalie has a show called The Final Stitch, and she has a lot of really great how-to videos. She's a good teacher, and she explains things well, which is what makes her a good teacher. Anyway, so you should go check those out if you sew or quilt. And then, Be More Creative. It's a very sweet FlossTube stitcher. She works at a boarding school, which I find intriguing. And then she just released her first pattern, and it's just a very quaint, very sweet channel, and she just seems very authentic. So go check her out. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully you got some stitching done during this time. If you want to see more of what I'm up to, you can find me as Cat, K-A-T, T Quilt, Cat T Quilt on Instagram, and I'll link that. And I'm also going to start having my Facebook page for this channel available, so I'll link to that as well. So happy stitching, and see you next week.